Do what you've always done, you'll get what you've always got. That's the motto of our next guest. I'm talking to John Hewitt, founder and CEO of Liberty Tax Service. He's here now with more and also to talk about his new book. John, such a pleasure to have you on The Blend this morning.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
So talk to us about your new book. It's called I Compete, My Extraordinary Strategy for Winning. Why did you decide to write this?
You know, I've been an entrepreneur, a franchisor for 47 years, and I've helped over 5,000 people start their own businesses, and I've changed thousands of people's lives for the better. And I want to increase that. I want to help even more people. I feel compelled to help and make the world a better place.
So what is your strategy for winning?
What I tell everyone is what's right for me isn't necessarily what's right for you. Everyone has their own talent. And so I say, my suggestion to each person is find something that you like to do, work hard, and persevere. And the enjoyment is the most important part. People aren't going to work as hard if they don't enjoy it. And they're not going to stick with it as long. So find something you like to do. That's the first major point. And the most important point in success in winning is perseverance and completing the journey.
Great advice. And you mentioned in your book that mistakes are a wise person's education. What did you learn from your mistakes?
You know, I'll say this, that if you don't learn from your mistakes, you're pretty stupid. And they say only smart people learn from their mistakes, and only wise people learn from the mistakes of others. I think the biggest mistakes that I've made in my career in business are I risked the company on a new concept. And as a result, I've learned you don't roll anything out nationally. So now, with our 2,000 franchisees at Liberty and our 4,500 offices, when we roll something out, we'll test it with a few hundred franchisees or a few hundred offices before we use it in the entire organization.
Well, and I think that's part of business, right? Taking risks. You've got to be a risk taker, don't you?
You know what? You don't discover anything if you don't discover any new land if you keep your ship in sight of shore. You have to take chances, but they have to be reasonable chances, and you have to be careful in the chances that you take. But you're right. If you do what you always did, you get what you always got. You have to do things differently if you're going to improve.
Yeah. And as we close, talk a little bit more about these giving back initiatives and how you're helping people.
You know, from my parents and God, I've learned the lesson that you have to give back, that if you're as blessed as I have been in my career, I've been so blessed that you're required to give back. And so if you're alive and healthy in the United States, let alone have the business success that I do, you need to help others and with that success, because God blesses people differently. And the more you're blessed, the more you need to give back. The thing that pulls at my heart, tugs at my heart, is world hunger. We're going to end world hunger in my lifetime.
John, it's so great to have you on the show. You're an interesting guy, and I hope everyone picks up a copy of your book. Again, I Compete, My Extraordinary Strategy for Winning. Again, this was John Hewitt, founder, CEO of Liberty Tax Service. Such a pleasure to have you on the show this morning.
It's my pleasure, Stephanie. Thank you.
To learn more about John and his book, head online to our website, fox4morningblend.com.